Well, hello and greetings. Welcome to episode 253 of Convincing Idiots. This week on the show, we will be mourning the passing of Loni Anderson. Also going to be discussing a new Disney Plus merger that is in the works. We also will be discussing a fast food nostalgia and some of our picks and things that bring us back to our childhood with dining experiences. And for our final segment, we will be discussing iconic action movie quotes. So, come with us if you want to listen. And without further ado, let's start the show.
You guys enjoy your whatever that is.
All right. Test.
Test. You call it again? Convincing Idiots.
Convincing idiots.
Called it ham gravy.
I informed them that I sided with the stat man, not just anyone's opinion, the stat man Brian Fisher.
These kids today.
Jingle All the Way is in fact the best Christmas movie of all time.
I need to get Grandma a present, and my herpes is flaring up. I got it.
Mm-hmm.
Yo. I'm the millennial
We're
Santa.
three friends representing three different generations. That's our whole shtick. That's our thing.
Mm-hmm.
Nick got the whole poop.
Mm-hmm.
I'm standing in the sea
Caucasian.
breeze, holding a turd, just mightily. I'm just going hitting hats.
Anyway, on a lighter note,
Welcome to the podcast. Welcome to the vodcast. Welcome to the broadcast. Boys and girls, welcome to the show. This is Convincing Idiots. My name is Dean, the Zennial.
I'm Brian Gen X.
And I am Millennial Nick. And this is Convincing Idiots, a weekly podcast of three friends who represent three different generations. We get together here each and every week to discuss all things nerd and pop culture. So if you enjoy that stuff and you enjoy the looks of these three lovely faces in front of you, then perhaps do yourself a
Probably
favor
watch list.
and go find us on all your favorite social media accounts. You can find links to all the ones in which we are available by going to Google and typing in Convincing Idiots Linktree. That's LINKTREE. And you can find us, follow each one of those links. You can also find a link to our merch store if perhaps you or someone in your life is worthy of some Convincing Idiots merch. It is a great way to help out the show and tell others all about us. You can find that and so much more by going to our website, which is convincingidiots.wordpress.com. So, this is episode 253 of Convincing Idiots. We are welcoming you in as you are welcoming us into your ear holes, and we appreciate it ever so. So, gentlemen, we are joined here together again. What are we having to drink tonight?
Ooh, I acquired some beer from a beer party I just had. Gorgeous. From
Hey,
Heart State Brewing.
that's what
It
I
is.
brought.
Yeah. Yep, that's right. Courtesy of Nick. The pumpkin vanilla porter. And it is
Nice.
delightful. 'Tis the season. We're getting into it, boys.
Very good. Love it.
Yep, yes, we are.
How are you enjoying the beer today, removed from the party as you're just focusing on that beer? How do you like it?
Terrific.
Yeah.
Terrific. Love it.
A lot of fun. Dean hosts an annual beer tasting party, so it's a lot of fun.
13th
Okay.
annual.
Wow. Damn. Yep. You still managed to have women serving somehow. I don't know how that managed to continue, but yeah.
Dean's house
okay.
is the land that time stood still. There's
That's right.
Although, again, I was disappointed there was no children serving this year. I hope next year we get back to I would like a child to serve beer
Yeah, I agree with that.
next year. Or I may not come. I may not make it unless there's a child
Out of
serving beer.
context, what you're saying is horribly off the rails.
Guys, I'll step it up. I'll serve next year. Okay.
All right, there you go.
I'm in
That's the
my waning years of a
Yeah.
childhood. So
He's
I will.
still gonna make you wear the fucking little skirt and the dress or the shirt like a
Yeah.
"Oops, I did it again" there video.
No. All right.
Brian, release the files. God damn it.
Yeah. Release the files. All right. So I'm having it's a local brewery here in Akron, Ohio, as you guys well know, Lock 15 Brewing Company. This is called the Grandfather. This is a very good German lager. Very, very good. One of my favorites. I don't get there enough. I still have to get there for my Brew Pass stamp for the season here. But yeah, it's definitely one of my favorites that they do there. Very, very good. Very good, smooth drinking beer.
That's solid. That's
Oh,
It
solid.
really is.
Was that at the beer tasting party or no? Can't
I
remember.
bought it as a backup just in case, and then we never wound up putting it out there. So I just had a couple, extra. So
Okay.
Yep.
Nice.
how about you,
and
Nick?
I am also enjoying some of the fruits that grew from the tree of Dean's beer tasting party. I'm having Hoppin' Frogs mango cream pie smoothie. It's quite delicious. It's it looks like if
Wow,
it's pasteurized honey in a glass, basically.
It's good.
Yeah.
Honey and molasses had a baby, and there it is. It doesn't. It's not that thick like to drink, but it is very good, very sweet.
Not as thick as my cream pie.
But quite good. It was one of my favorites this year. I don't know who brought that.
Yeah, that is.
I think
that was a good
my mom might have brought that one actually.
Hmm.
I almost regret. Like I was trying to avoid saying that on the podcast because I didn't want to invite any comments from Dean. But
Jokes.
yeah.
I don't need to make jokes.
Okay.
All right, we'll get into some
Moving on.
headlines here. What's that?
I said moving on.
Yeah, yep. Well, I 2 weeks in a row here. I need to start with I think did we do deaths last week? Was that the death episode? Was that the week prior?
That was all
The week
death
prior.
last week. Yeah, we were.
Was it really?
yeah.
Well, I have to do another one, I'm afraid, here. Loni Anderson, gentleman, passed away here.
Well,
Age 79, actress, most well known for her stint on WKRP in Cincinnati, where she played the character Jennifer. That show ran from
If you
78.
wonder whatever became of me.
Great theme.
I'm living
Yeah.
on the air in Cincinnati, WKRP.
Yeah, great
Sorry,
theme.
go
That's all right.
nice.
78 to 82 it ran. That show was one that I definitely watched with my parents on a very consistent basis there. It was a funny show. I remember the first episode, Nick. So the premise, you ever see it, Nick? Probably not.
Nope.
The premise of the show
It still
was
holds up.
they bring in a new radio, like a producer, to turn the station around because they're failing. Program
Okay.
director.
Yep.
And it's a easy listening station, and he wants to make it a rock station. The first thing he did when he walked in was tack up the famous Kiss poster, the bicentennial Kiss poster, where they're dressed up and marked. He tacked it up on the wall, and immediately as a kid, I was like, "What is this? What is this show?" He's got a Kiss poster there, and I was hooked immediately just because of that, that moment. Great show, Howard Hesserman. It's a great cast, but she was definitely at that time, very, very beautiful woman, and one of my early childhood crushes for sure, Loni Anderson. So, but very funny, very good actress, very good character on that show, very confident. Guys hitting on her all the time. She always put them in their place and everything. Very confident woman.
She was the brains of the show.
She was. So, well, Dean, I know you're a fan of the show. You always talk about the turkey drop every year at Thanksgiving time and everything. So,
well,
what are your thoughts on Loni Anderson?
WKRP in Cincinnati was my first. It's where I first kind of got the radio itch. I went to school for it later in life, but seeing that as a young boy, I by the time I started watching it with my dad, we were going on reruns.
Yep.
But I think I've seen every episode. Love the show. It still holds up today. Occasionally, I'll go back and give it a peek. And Loni Anderson is, like I said, she was the brains of that show. Kind of, she knew what was going on. Everybody else around him was the wackiness and things were going off the rails, but she was like the character standing in the background, knowing exactly what was happening. Kind of let it happen sometimes, but great character. I mean, in real life, she got to fuck Burt Reynolds, so
That's
good
not
on her.
bad.
Right?
Yeah.
Sure.
I wonder if that made the obituary.
And maybe. But 79 years old, like we said, a good career, seemed like a pretty good life. So rest in peace, Loni Anderson.
Yeah, absolutely. Nick, are you familiar with her at all?
I know, honestly, when I saw her picture, I know her from Night at the Roxbury, the Saturday Night Live movie with Chris Kattan and Will Ferrell. She's the mom.
Yes,
she's
that's
their
right.
mom, and she's very funny in that. I actually just watched it, I don't know, probably like 2 weeks before she passed. I just happened to throw it on one night when I was going to sleep, and she's very funny in that. Just like she's in that, they're the dickhead brothers are always goofing around and going to clubs and living it up, and their parents have money, and their dad's always forcing them to go get a career and provide for themselves and grow the hell up and all this stuff, and she's just kind of boys this, boys that, just blissfully unaware and just kind of almost blocking out the tension between the dad and the brothers. Very, beautiful woman, very funny, in that movie. Like I said, I'm not super familiar with that. I'd never seen WKRP in Cincinnati. Is that what it is?
That's correct. That's correct.
I've heard of it. I know Dean was a big fan of it. I'm not super familiar, but
It's all right. Dean, who was one of your again, she was definitely one of my first TV, probably Marsha Brady, that actress, and then I think so as a kid. I was very attracted to Marsha Brady, but definitely Loni Anderson on WKRP for sure, as was my father at the time.
Sure. Well, yeah.
To the point where he would comment all the time, and one day we came home, and as a joke, kind of a joke, I guess, my mom got a little sick of it, and then hanging on their bedroom door, she had put up that poster that I shared, that photo, that her famous poster of the late 70s. She had bought that poster, taped it up on the door so he could look at her whenever he wanted to. And it didn't last too long on their door.
Yeah.
So I wound up taking it as a kid, and then it wound up moving its way into my bedroom at the time. But anyway,
Nice.
Yes, indeed. So, Dean, who was one of your first TV crushes?
Oh, Marky Post, Night Court.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, easily. Now I did. I mean, if you think about going back that long, you could put up Bailey on the same idea as for
very beautiful. Yes.
Yeah, Bailey. What was she? She was one of the reporters at WKRP in Cincinnati. Can't remember the actress's name.
Beautiful. She had the glasses and everything. Yeah, very good look.
They kind of had the Marianne Ginger situation going on the show.
Yep.
And
All right, Nick, what about you?
Team Marianne. So I was just going to say I was Team Marianne.
Yeah.
All day.
Yeah. I'm with you. Nick, how about you? Who was one of your first TV crushes?
Yeah, as growing up in the 90s, I was Kelly Kapowski made it move before I knew why. That was I was a big Tiffany Amber Thiessen fan. Still am. She's still just fucking killing it. She's just apparently going to stay hot forever, and it's never going to slow down or change at all. But Kelly Kapowski was one of the first ones for me, for sure.
What show was that?
Saved by the Bell.
Saved by the Bell. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yep.
Yes,
absolutely.
sir.
It's everything you got there for you, Nick. With the Kelly Kapowski. You know what you are? You are baby. You are baby girl coded. That's what you are. You are baby girl coded.
Is that a hip thing that the kids say?
Apparently, I just learned this thing. Baby girl coded. It means a guy is attractive, sensitive, and what was the exact? I wanted to.
What did Urban Dictionary say it was?
It is a guy perceived as attractive, sensitive, vulnerable, and not conforming to traditional masculine ideas.
Hmm.
And baby
girl coded.
Baby girl coded.
All
Okay.
right.
I think Nick is baby girl coded. I wanted to share this new lingo because I'm happy that I'm
Okay.
learning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm
being
gonna
as
have to. Yeah, I'm gonna have to update my like handle on Twitch or something, like baby girl.
baby girl coded.
Hashtag Biblical Code.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Think
BGC.
So the rizzed up drip daddy, which was my current one, might have to take a back seat.
Sure.
So yeah.
Yep. Change
I
that
think it's-
Yahoo email address.
Baby girl coded.
I know
Now
what
is it is it like BA? Is it traditional baby?
yeah. Baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it not like a BABBI GURL?
No, I mean, I actually didn't see it, but when I Googled the technical, because I wanted the actual meaning, and it's baby girl coded as it
Coated or coded?
Coded like a
Coded, like you're writing code.
computer.
Okay.
code. Yeah.
Baby girl coded. Okay.
Very
Okay.
good.
This is, I'm glad I got to teach.
I'm gonna see if the kids know about that one, and if not, then I'm gonna show them
Carter
something.
did not. I asked him, and he had no clue.
All right.
Okay.
This is your Gen Z phrase of the week, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you.
There's the more you know rainbow coming across.
That's right. That's right.
Ba-da-da-da.
The more you
Mhm.
know, the less colleges you'll probably get into.
The fuck do you care? You're baby girl coded.
That's right. I don't need fucking college. Baby
You don't
girl
need
coded,
college.
baby. Come on, play it.
Well, Disney, guys, is continuing to take over the world of entertainment and content, and they just continue to expand. So,
No, domination.
yeah, making the news here. A couple things here. First of all, I didn't realize this, but Disney has bought Hulu. So
Oh,
the Hulu app is going to be phased out. So
good. Their
The
interface
Hulu-
fucking sucks.
yeah, there you go. So the Hulu content will be going into Disney Plus. I don't know if you noticed lately on Disney Plus, you're seeing more Hulu features in there that you can access in their catalog.
But if you're not subscribed to Hulu, you can access it through Disney Plus.
Okay, I guess not yet.
Because I can't watch the new season of The Bear.
Okay. So the unified Disney and Hulu streaming app will be available next year. And then customers can buy a standalone Hulu subscription as well as a standalone Disney Plus plan. You still can buy them separately, apparently, but you'll have that merged, and they'll continue to phase out the Hulu separate app, apparently.
Those
and then
two and ESPN have been bundled for actually since I think. Has it
Yeah,
been
but it's all
since
about to
Disney
change
Plus?
after today.
yeah, so
Do what?
that's another story we'll
Yesterday.
talk about.
Hmm.
Yeah, so well, by the way, so the Hulu live TV business will be combined with Fubo under a proposed joint venture majority owned by Disney. So the Hulu Plus and live TV app and Fubo brands will remain separately sold and marketed. And Disney Rep confirmed that Hulu Plus live TV will eventually be integrated into Disney Plus sometime in 2026. All right. So that's what's happening there. And then, Dean, you sent this in our show chat here. Disney's ESPN, so they've also bought ESPN. They're going to acquire, this is big time money, NFL media assets in a major deal. So ESPN wants to deal with the NFL to acquire the NFL Network
In Red Zone.
and Red Zone, yeah, amongst other media assets. And then in turn, let's see here, the NFL's taken ESPN. They're going to give them 10% of ESPN, apparently.
Yep.
So so that means the NFL stake could be worth $2 to $3 billion. And again, I think it's tough to estimate the value. It's just the NFL. I mean, the NFL just doesn't stop. I mean, as we know, it's just super popular. It just doesn't seem to decline. Go ahead.
In the same deal, ESPN is paying, I think, $1.6 billion deal for the streaming rights to WWE's pay-per-view events.
Wow.
So they'll no longer be on Peacock starting next year. They're going to be on ESPN. Is going to be launching a new app. It's going to phase out ESPN Plus. It's going to be a new app, and they're going to carry all 12 of the pay-per-views or PLEs for WWE, and plus they're going to create more in partnership content with WWE for that.
What does Netflix have? Just Raw?
Netflix just has Raw and some of their older content.
So what does Peacock have right now?
Right now, Peacock has the library, and throughout this year they'll have the the PLEs.
Okay. Do they still do SmackDown? Is that a thing?
SmackDown is on USA Network. Yeah.
Oh wow. So they're like, it's like
they put their fingers in everything.
Yeah.
And making a lot of money doing it. A lot of people are upset.
Yeah.
A lot of wrestling fans are upset because this new ESPN app is going to be $29.99 a month compared to the $9.99 a month that they're paying for Peacock.
Yeah. Shit, wrestling fans, you had it all for a while, because that's what every other fan of every regular sport is like. They have you can get most of stuff on one thing,
right?
But then the blackouts, and then there's local stuff, and then so you still have to branch out in all these ways. It's such a fucking nightmare.
If you have cable, kind of like the way I get Peacock is through my cable provider, I can log in with that credentials, and I guess I'll be able to do that with the new ESPN app as well. So it's not going to, if you have your corded cable, you won't have to pay the $39.99. And corded cable, that also means your YouTube TV, direct TV, anything that you have like a cable provider, even if it is one of the apps, you'll be able to use. And if you get ESPN, you'll be able to get continue to get that app.
So is ESPN going up a month to across the board to that $29.99, or is it just for that?
Just for that app.
Yeah, that's the streaming service app for ESPN.
Right, for example, I pay $11.99 a month for ESPN Plus, Hulu, and Disney Plus.
ESPN Plus is going away. How much do you pay a month?
$11.99, $12.99, something like that. $11 or $13.99 a month.
It's going up. Yeah.
I don't see it here, but yeah, you could be right.
From my understanding, the bundle will be $35 a month. But again, this is coming at the end of the year. We'll see, when this is just from what I've heard so far, the last 2 days. We'll see what happens by the end of the year when we get there. So,
yeah, and the NFL certainly continues to branch out as well. I mean, we're going to have the NFL games on Netflix. We're going to have NFL games on Peacock. We're going to have NFL games on. We already have them on Amazon. We're going to have them on Christmas Day on Netflix this year, for example. This continues to spread itself out there, so it just seems like it's just more and more steps taken. How many more years to give it? 5 years? 10 years? Is the NFL going to be on network television for free that much longer, or are they going to make you pay one somehow, some way? What's the timeline you think for NFL games?
I'd say 10 years, because you still have older people. You have to. You're going to catch a lot of shit from older people who are used to spend their lifetime getting this stuff for free or whatever. But once you phase those people out, the Gen Z and whatnot is going to be okay with paying these things.
Nope. I don't know. We'll see.
No. You're an
we'll
old
see.
Gen
I mean, we'll see.
No,
we'll see.
They don't need to pay for it, and they won't. That's where we were with all this stuff. That's why everything got so cheap. There was that market correction, because if you give people an affordable, legal way to watch things, they will take that option because it's easier to do. But people also know how to sail the seven seas, and they will go pirate it for free. If you're going to make you were charging me $10 or whatever a month, I was fine with that. I was happy to give you my money. You're going to triple or quadruple that price,
right?
I'm going to go steal it, and you've left people no choice. They're going, and then you're going to see all these subscriptions drop off, and then that's where the correct
knows how to do that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They don't need to pay for that shit. Older people might be oh, okay, well, I got to get it, and I don't know how to find those sites and whatever. They don't fucking need to do that. They're not going to pay. There's actually of people at work who are in the early 20s area. I don't know any of them that has any streaming service or fucking any type of cable. They just they stream everything from a live stream on a site that they have. They just know one, and that's the one they use.
Nick Khan, who is the president or whatever of TKO, who owns WWE and UFC, he said in an interview that he's confident that the wrestling fans will happily move over to this other streaming. Not mentioning that they're going to triple the price for it. And I honestly think they're going to be under a rude awakening when they see those numbers come in of like people are going, yeah, I'm not going fucking 3 times higher.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This isn't the 1980s where you pay $50 a month, for a pay-per-view, which, mind you, like the UFC, only had like a few a year. This is once every fucking month. Yeah, I think it's going to be a rough go.
Well, and I remember when I was a kid, we'd all our friends would come over. Everybody throw in a few bucks, and we get pizza, and everybody just watched it at one person's house because, back then, what it cost $60 or whatever and it's that was a lot of money, to just pay for a few hours of entertainment, right? So, I mean, that's just insane. And Netflix and a lot, actually not just Netflix, all these streaming services the past few years have been gradually every quarter, every 8 months or whatever. It's going up. It's gonna go up 50 cents. It's gonna go up $1, and another $1. Just
that you don't notice, or you're like, oh.
It's gradual, but when you hit somebody over the head, hey, this service you've been paying $10 for the last 5 years is now $34.99 a month. I just won't have that. I will find another way to watch what I want to watch.
Correct.
Yep. It's gonna price themselves out. They're not careful.
Yeah. But that's like I said, it's the same thing that they did with cable. They kept jacking up cable and jacking up dish and jacking up and then these streaming services came in and then slowly were able to offer you quality content or just as good as what you were getting for cable, or a lot of the same exact things for a fraction of the price. And now people don't have cable, and then so they're just doing that with streaming.
Yep.
There'll be something else to take its place.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how it goes over the years. If you make people pay to watch it at home, and then to even go, I mean, I can't imagine, Dean, when the Browns build that new facility up there. I mean, they're going to price out the average fan. I would have to imagine a lot of people. They're going to price out to be able to get up there and buy a ticket to go to the game. It's already expensive.
Right.
It'll be interesting to see. They're going to screw around and hurt the league, maybe,
but
not yet. Not yet. They're rolling the dice so far.
It's sports. It's entertainment. It's food. I mean, prices are outrageous.
Yep.
Luckily, we have Blake Insurance to save us money.
Boom.
Because Blake Insurance Group is an independent agency right here in Barberton, Ohio, offering personal care and support for all of your insurance needs. If you need auto, home, business, or even life insurance, give Aaron a call. He'll treat you with the honesty and respect that you deserve. Call the Blake Insurance Group at 234-571-5359 or find them online at blakeinsurancellc.com for your free 5-minute quote today. And when you do, tell them the idiot sent you to save money.
Oof.
So you can
Dean,
watch
I have never been so proud or turned on at the same time. That was such a sexy segue.
Aw.
Luther Vandross ain't even that smooth. That was just that was amazing. That was a great segue.
Excellent.
My nipples are already hard, but extra now.
Excellent. All right, guys. Well, speaking of more money talk here, there's been a lot of talk about the...
We don't have any. You can donate to the show by going to convincingidiots.wordpress.com.
Yeah,
I need to watch wrestling. Come on.
Yeah.
Help a brother out.
Yeah. So the Fantastic Four box office has dropped off over the first week. It's getting a lot of buzz out there. Some people say it's a big deal. Some people say it's not that big a deal here. So
is it because of Pedro?
So they dropped. So it set a cumulative box office. This is an article about a couple days ago here of 382 million globally, 202 million domestically, and 170 million from international markets. So it started out pretty well, but then it dropped off by 60% at the box office from week 1 to week 2. Superman was about 53%, so that's held on stronger. But it's still doing pretty well in relation to a lot of other Marvel movies. So it's passing a lot from the past here, and it's on pace to still hit the 500 million range.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
think
going to hit $1 billion, huh?
they said they're looking to break a little above even. And that
Yeah, so
seems
it's,
right for
I mean,
like
it's still
what it
doing
costs to make it type.
yeah, it's still doing pretty well overall. So even if it hits the lower range of 520 million, it will still surpass 7 more MCU movies. The Thunderbolts, Eternals, Captain America: Brave New World, Shang-Chi, Thor, Ant-Man, Quantumania, and Ant-Man to climb to number 68 on the all-time Disney chart. And some people say too, listen, these are new characters. They're not the level characters of popularity as Spider-Man and some of these other the Avenger type characters. We introduced them well, and it's going to carry over into other bigger storylines, of course, like Secret Wars and so forth. So that's it. So do you think, does Fantastic Four seem like a flop to you, or would you think it would have been? Now, certainly it's got great reviews. We talked about it last week. We all saw it. So it's not like people are saying typically that it's not the best movie. I know, Nick, we were bored by it, but I don't know. I mean, I think if it does pretty well, hits that 500 million type range. I wouldn't expect that movie to hit $1 billion. It's not. These next Avengers movies probably will, almost assuredly. I'm sure Spider-Man will hit that. It will be way up there when that comes out next summer, the next Spider-Man movie. So I don't know. Does it seem like a flop to you, or really no opinion? Nick, what do you think?
I don't. It kind of ties into our conversation we had last week, where like, are the superhero movies, are they back?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, well, I think there's a lot of hype around the characters because they are, ones that people are familiar with. But let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. Like, once people start getting out there, after first opening week or two, and so I think you're seeing, that drop off just because, a little bit of time's passed, and I mean, it's. The Fantastic Four are definitely well-known characters, but I don't know. It's kind of like I said. Personally, I wasn't that impressed with it. I thought it was okay. It was fine. It was a movie, but I wasn't. I didn't have a high review of it. But I don't know. It's kind of. I don't know. I guess remains to be seen. Like, I don't know if they. I could see where they would have higher expectations for the film, being what else is coming out around it right now, and that really, other than that, in Superman, there's really not. There's a new Jurassic Park movie, but at a certain point, there's only. You're kind of with the Jurassic Park movies, you're making kind of the same type of deal over and over again, like a Transformers movie at this point. Everybody knows what to expect. So the Fantastic Four, I could see where they would have higher expectations to outperform that, being that you're kind of re-immersing yourself into this backstory. This is the first take on this version of these characters, so I could see where the mark would be expected to be a little higher.
Yeah. Dean, what do you think?
I think both studios are going to learn their lesson from this. I honestly believe that if you would have put even a couple months between Superman and the Fantastic Four, and even Jurassic Park, like you said, Nick, I think you would have a drastically different outcome. There is, blockbuster fatigue, not just superhero fatigue. There's only so much, like we were just talking about. Money's tight with everybody. We have to spend a lot of money to watch wrestling right now. So people need or watch it once. So you're going to go watch this movie. I don't think I can swing next week for another movie. You know what I mean? That type of thing.
Yeah.
I think they're going to learn the lesson and go, okay, competition's good, but fuck we're not professional wrestling. We don't need to get in a ring and duke it out. We can spread them apart and both get the same, get our taste of the pie. I think the drop off and every movie drops off, sooner or later, but I think it's because of what all came out at the same time.
That's a great point. I mean, you're right. Superman, Jurassic Park came out like a month earlier, and it's doing well. I think it's over 700 plus million.
Sure.
So they'll make another one for sure. But
Yeah.
you're right. And then Superman comes out, and then you're right. You're as a movie, you're assuming that people are going to go to the movies again in a couple of weeks. Now, again, I did that. I forced Allie to go to two movies in the same week.
Yep.
But I was anxious to see them, and that's different. I'm a little bit different level. I'm more than a casual fan of that content, right? So I'm going to go regardless. But you're right. The average person's just like, yeah, and if we all know, I mean, if you have kids, I mean, you ain't taking kids to a movie 2 weeks in a row. I mean, you can't do it,
Right.
So, yeah. So I agree with you. Now they'll probably.
And who would want
take
to
a closer look at that?
Children? Yeah.
All right. Well, I mentioned already here, but a movie that's getting extra hype now that there's some footage and photos out there of the set that's now in filming. Tom Holland has revealed his new Spider-Man suit for the new movie Spider-Man Brand New Day, and you might have seen some pictures of John Barenthal as the Punisher on the set. The Hulk is going to be in this as well, apparently. So I don't know who the villain will be, but it looks like it's Spider-Man on the streets. It's Spider-Man swinging in New York. I saw some footage of a stuntman swinging, from like a crane type thing, like his web slinging, like down the streets of New York or whatever city they're in, back and forth, like the old classic Spider-Man. That's really, really cool. That's Spider-Man as we know him from the comics and the earlier movies and stuff in New York, swinging across the buildings, hanging out amongst the people, bantering with the people. All that stuff is great. So, and the storyline, I actually collected the comic series of this back in its time, but Spider-Man in the comic series at the time had gotten to a place where he was older, he was running a business, while, and I think they try to figure out a way to we got to kind of reset this some and take Peter back more to his roots. And in the comic series, he made a deal. Aunt May got shot. Spider-Man was revealed in the Civil War comic series. He revealed his identity to the world, and so they kind of play into that in the storyline as well. Where in the comic series, also Doctor Strange, cast a spell, made people forget that he was Spider-Man. That's how they moved on from that. But Aunt May got shot because people knew who Peter Parker was. They tried to kill him. And then he made a deal with Mephisto in the comics to save Aunt May's life. But the deal was you had to give up your marriage and your love for Mary Jane. She won't remember you, that you guys were married. He took the deal.
My love for Mary Jane.
That's right. There you go. Mary Jane, the product, the woman, that type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So then Peter Parker sort of went out. He was back on his own. So that's kind of what they did here in the storyline here, and they called it the Brand New Day. Is what the movie's kind of based on, apparently. So as we know, the last movie left off where he, no one knows he's Spider-Man, and we'll see what happens. Yeah, that's right.
Making his own suit.
Making his own knee. Yeah, he's got the web shooters he built and everything again. So I'm excited for this. I think it's gonna be good. I love Tom Holland in the role. We talked about our favorite alter egos last week. Tom Holland's definitely one of the best. Peter Parker is arguably the best in some opinions. So I think it's gonna be great. So if you haven't seen his pictures and stuff, go check it out there. So
yeah,
are you guys hyped for Spider-Man?
I'm excited. I mean, you put the Punisher and the Hulk in there. You're getting to that the Avengers feel of familiar characters. Back on the screen together. And you also give the idea of that Spider-Man's doing what Spider-Man's supposed to be doing, not up in space fighting aliens, but down on the ground fighting crime.
Right.
It's worth. I think they're gonna be a hit.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. Nick, I know you're a big Spider-Man fan.
Yeah, Spider-Man's like one of the characters that I think you can put out anything. Spider-Man and Batman are my two characters. Like, I will eat up anything that they put out of those two characters. Those were always two of my two favorites when I was a kid. And And also Spider-Man, like across the board, like I've been disappointed with very, very few Spider-Man things that have ever been put out.
That's true.
That character's really been in good hands. I mean, like I said, minus a movie here or there, but even like those Spider-Verse movies, they're the best superhero movies I've ever fucking seen. Like they
Very
just
good.
are. Like they are. The animated Spider-Verse movies are
The second
incredible.
one was on when I was on vacation. The kids were watching it, but we were
Yeah.
doing something else, so I'm kind of like half-ass seeing it. I want to
Yeah.
sit down and watch it because it looked
We have to.
fucking amazing.
It's fucking amazing. At the end of it, there's a big twist at the end.
Mhm.
And I literally walked out of that movie because like, is that the best movie I've ever seen? Like, was like period. Like I was just like so in the moment and so because we loved the first one, like the whole family.
Yeah,
It like
fantastic.
for years we went into kind of blind. We're like, oh, it's a cartoon Spider-Man movie. We just took Lane one day to just be like, oh, let's go to the movie. And we're just completely blown away. We're like, everybody loved it. The soundtrack was great. The characters, the comedy, the heartfelt stuff, everything. It had everything. And then, when one of those movies is so good and they have another one coming out, you're like, well, it can't possibly live up to that. But what? And I was like, I'll be goddamned. Like that might have been. I was just like so overwhelmed with joy of how good it was. I was
Yeah,
like,
watch that.
this is the best movie I've ever seen in my life. Like it was so good. But anyway, Spider-Man across the board. Like I've been a fan of all the
I thought
iterations
that about the Usual
of Spider-Man.
Suspects when I watched it.
What's that?
I thought that about The Usual Suspects when I watched that movie.
Usual Suspects.
The one with Kevin Spacey.
Oh, yeah, sure, yeah.
Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yep. Man.
Get on your fucking game.
Anyway, besides bluntly bringing Kevin Spacey into a conversation he needed to be in, Dean, is there anything else you'd like to add about Kevin Spacey, your hero?
I'm just mad that I called you Dom Mysterio and you didn't hear me.
No, it's good. That's definitely the Marvel universe since taking that over, the character back over. They've just done it right. Just done it right. Very, very, very good. And Sony has smartly just stayed the fuck out of the way.
Right.
Just let's stay the fuck out of the way. Just make money. Let it make money for you. That's it. Just shut up. And they're smart enough to do that, which is just fantastic. Just night and day from where they were going with the Andrew Garfield. Horrible, terrible, horrible. Yeah. But very, very good stuff. All right. And more nostalgia, gentlemen. McDonald's. It's rare for me to think about going to McDonald's. It just doesn't happen very often these days. But once upon a time, it definitely was exciting to go as a kid with a Happy Meal. And that was a treat with mom and dad, this and that and the other. So they're playing off some nostalgia this summer here. So on August the 5th, they announced they will be revisiting its fast food realm for the first time. So some characters for the first time in more than 20 years in a new McDonald Land meal, kind of targeted for adults. So Ronald McDonald, Grimace, and some of those other characters from the time are going to make their comeback.
You get to eat them, or are they going to be on the ads?
Nope, it's going to be they're going to be collector tins featuring these classic characters like Mayor McCheese and some of these the McDonald Land characters, the Fry Guys, the Bird, whatever, the Hamburglar, all that stuff. And I guess inside the tin, there'll be some collectible items or something like that. And the Happy Meal it's either a chicken nugget meal or a quarter pounder. And there's going to be a special shake.
A Bunion sleeve or a commemorative finger splint.
Nice Ronald McDonald finger splint. I would like that.
Yeah, there's a fucking meal I can get behind.
Grimace finger splint. I would go buy a quarter pounder and enjoy that. Sure, absolutely. Yeah,
I actually have a Grimace when I'm putting on my Bunions.
Yeah. Yep.
Your Bunion is also purple.
That's right.
Writes itself, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, and there's some type of shake as well, McDonald Land shake, which supposed to be pays homage to the volcano in the McDonald land ads or something. I don't even know. So I guess it was in the background or something. So that's it. Oddly, I'm interested to check out one of these. Do I need it in any capacity? Absolutely not. It's just something that interests
More
me.
than
But
the air I breathe. I need that Mayor McCheese fucking tin.
But it takes me back to that. I mean, that's when it was fun. I remember all those commercials for McDonald's. It was just fun. I mean, the characters. They did the Christmas, all these weird. It just was featuring these characters, and it just was a brand that they used, as we know, for so long. And then they had the characters prominently all over the restaurants and the playlands and everything. And I just phased it all out.
Well,
it's no longer fun anymore, really. Go ahead.
It's kind of the same idea as what we were talking about before with all the entertainment stuff. It's all about money. In time, things get too big for the britches, and they outprice themselves, or in this case, not only outprice themselves, but outfund themselves. I saw a perfect meme the other day where it had McDonald's from like 1984, and then one now, and it says McDonald's used to be a fun building for joy and happiness. Now it looks like a divorced dad's house. Because they used to be fun and colorful. Now it's like just a gray block building, and that's it.
It's all minimalist stuff is, and that design is what's popular. So they've tried to stay current with what's.
I mean, it's what corporate shit does. Raises
but
prices.
It's not fun. It's not. They're trying to appeal to more than just kids, I think, at this point. Which but it's just fun.
I understand. You're not wrong.
I'm not saying it.
But my argument for that is, all right, and I'm going to take this back to professional wrestling once again. When I was a kid, or when we were kids, you had Hulk Hogan. You watched Hulk Hogan. You had the Hulk Hogan belief. But then by the 90s, the Attitude Era had to change because like those kids that were believing Hulk Hogan grew up to be teenagers, rebellious teenagers. So you had to have like the raunchier stuff.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the idea of this is like you have like the child like things, but they think that we grew up to be cold and stoic. Why couldn't you go that same route and just change it into like a different version of fun rather than just a cold building? You know what I mean? It didn't make sense. All those kids that grew up on McDonald's and those Happy Meals, you could have taken that and just grown it up to them. We fucking love nostalgia. Look behind all of us.
Sure.
All three right now on YouTube.
Right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We this is just an example of what our generations enjoy. We enjoy nostalgia. We still enjoy things that we did as a kid, and they could have played off that, but instead they want a corporate, cold, steely route.
Well, I guess they want to play off of that. People I may go have myself a nice quarter pounder adult Happy Meal. Why not? Check out one of these tins. Why not?
I'm going nuggets. I got to have that sweet and sour.
I
haven't had the nuggets with sweet and sour sauce in so long.
Yeah, that's the only time. That's the only way I will eat McDonald's nuggets. I got to have the sweet and sour with it. Their sweet and sour is my favorite. And I think that's that brings me back to being a kid. Like I don't usually, if we go to McDonald's, I don't get nuggets, but sometimes when I have some nuggets with some sweet and sour, I'm like, man, it makes you feel like a kid again. Good shit.
So let's get into our asking a question here real quick. So, obviously McDonald's is playing off nostalgia. So are you, just in general, are you nostalgic for any like fast food or restaurants? Let's keep it food related. From when you were a kid, what would you like to see if there's a way that you can enjoy something again from your childhood, fast food or restaurant wise? What would you like to see or experience again? So, Dean, do you have any thoughts?
Yeah. My parents, they took the other kids to get, Happy Meals and stuff, but I used to have to eat out of the dog bowl. And the kibbles and bits back in the 1980s and early 90s, I don't know if they changed the formula, but it was so delicious.
Hmm.
I really kind of miss that flavor.
Yeah.
Yep.
But then I get caught eating it, and they're like, "This is the dog stuff." They'd slap me and give it back to the dog. And
What makes you think that you get the dog's food?
Dad, don't. Oh, sorry.
You get back to the table and watch your siblings eat their Happy Meals. God damn it.
No, I'll tell you one thing. Yeah, we did the whole McDonald's and stuff, but one thing when I was a kid, looking up to my father, if he would be eating something, I would want it. He would eat liver and onions, gross as fuck, but I would be right there. All the other kids are grossed out and want to eat something else, but I'm forcing it down because I wanted to be just like him. So when we had our, once a month or whatever, we'd go out to, we'll go to Taco Bell for these kids and get McDonald's all the way back to these kids. Me and my father used to get Arthur.
Oh, so that's where that comes from with my
Arthur
family.
Treachers.
Correct. Arthur Treachers was it's where the Subway is in Barberton now on the west side.
Mhm.
It used to be an Arthur Treachers. And we would get the actual, not even like the breaded fish, it was an actual fish dinner.
Mhm.
Yeah, sure.
With the potato and the rice and stuff.
Mhm.
I missed those. Like I missed that was it was really good fish. Like it was really good food. And those goddamn hush puppies from Arthur Treachers.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god. So I know it's not a childlike sounding restaurant, but yeah, Arthur Treachers.
Okay.
When you text that earlier, that was my immediate thought. Was it was eating fish dinners with Dad from Arthur Treachers.
Now in this area, Dean, there's one Arthur Treachers left around here.
I've driven by
in Cuyahoga Falls.
Yeah.
Last summer, when Allie and I were house hunting, we were looking in the falls in this area often. We went there at least 3 or 4 times to Arthur Treachers. When I went in there, it was not the nicest place in the world to eat in. I'll give you that. However, just sitting down and having that, I mean, it's horrible, terrible for you, because it's all fried.
Right.
But it was that same feeling. I got the combination, the fish, the hush puppies, the shrimp. I think the basket itself was fried, if I'm not mistaken. You just had the whole basket fried tray, just fry the whole fucking thing,
Just eat
fry
the breading
drink
off the cardboard basket.
fry the drink, everything.
How are they fried that chicken? But it made chicken. Their fried breaded chicken tasted like nothing like you'd have. Maybe it was because it was fried with all the other fish stuff, but it was definitely a different flavor. I love that batter.
I tell you what, just go. It's exactly what you remember up there, dude. It's very good. It's very good. I'd be happy to do that. But anyway, yeah.
All right.
Okay, Nick, what about you?
Fast food wise, you know what? It was not a place that I went to a lot as a kid, but I just distinctly remember in the summertime, like my aunt would take me and my cousin to go swimming or whatever over at Griffiths, and then we would come back and we would eat at Subway. And like I said, we never, my family didn't, we never really went to Subway, but the way Subway used to taste, when they had the wallpaper that had old sepia tone Subway, New York mapping on it with just the yellow tables and benches. It tasted different back then. I don't mind Subway. I still don't get it a lot, but though I can still taste it distinctly in when I think back then, it just had a very distinctly different taste to it. I don't know. It was just really good from what I remember. And then the ultimate experience, the one, if I could give anything to get one more experience back from my childhood, dining wise, it would be at Rocco's Pizza the way it was in Kenmore on Kenmore Boulevard.
Yeah.
Rocco's Pizza there is still open, but the sausage is not the same as it used to be. They had the best sausage. It was, oh my God, I don't even know how to explain it. It just, I can taste it right now. But their sausage and pepperoni pizzas were so good. And just the arcade games, it makes me sad to go in there. Whenever we've gone in to pick up a pizza, it's just I don't think people dine in there ever anymore. It's just kind of a pickup type of deal. There's just broken down TVs and refrigerators in there. It's still good. The food is good, but it is a drag to go inside that building and look in the dining room of what used to be like the fucking spot when I was a kid to have birthday parties or hang out or whatever with all those arcade games. And yeah, it was just incredible. So I would give anything to be able to show my kids what that was like in its heyday just one time. So cool.
And as far as Subway goes, you talk about like, oh, how bad all this fried food is, and this is fried. Subway was a company that has convinced us all that in one sitting it's okay to eat one loaf of bread.
That's true too. That's true. Yep.
A foot long loaf of bread.
Of fucking bread. As long as we cut it and put more shit in there, we're good.
There's a salad in there with double meat and cheese. Yeah.
It's true. Yeah, for me, I mean, McDonald's is up there for me. I used to love to get the Happy Meals. That was always a treat as a kid. That was a big treat. And in this area, we go up to, by the old Rolling Acres Mall, where that was over there, and sit and you have dinner in the parking lot, and we'd throw fries out to the seagulls.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, where the hell are seagulls come from up the Roman Road? But anyways, that was a treat. But I also enjoyed it. When I see the building, they're still around here in this area today, but there was a fast food restaurant called Red Barn, and the buildings themselves, that they looked like a barn. And the buildings around this area, I don't know if they were ever expanded beyond this Northeast Ohio or not, but you still see the buildings. It looks like a barn. They're all other businesses now, right? But when you see that building, it takes you back to that nostalgia. It would give you. You get a hat and a basket of this or that and the other. I don't even know if the food was that great. It was just that unique barn nostalgia experience. If someone opened up a Red Barn today, I'd go in there just to check out the nostalgia. But the restaurant wise, as a kid, Ground Round, guys.
Oh yeah,
if you're into the Ground Round. The Ground Round used to be also by Rolling Acres Mall up there. But, the food was good. What I remember, but was cool, was that you get free peanuts in the shell. You crack the shell and you throw the shell on the floor. Those poor people had to sweep all that shit up every goddamn day. But yeah, you were allowed to throw the shells on the floor. And they always had old reels of movies playing, this weird old movies on a screen, no sound. It was just this whole weird eclectic aesthetic. And then for dessert, you could get, and I had a whole stack of these fucking things, but it was the baseball helmet sundae. So it was this the upside, the baseball helmet, plastic sundae, and you collected different teams. Had a hot fudge sundae in there, which was very good, and then they would rinse out the hat for you. You take the hat home, and you collected the hats. I mean, I had a stack of these fucking hats.
Got you in there right now.
Do you really? Yeah, that was just fun. That was just a fun dining experience to go to, and it's I don't know. It just lost in some respects, but anyway,
that was a cool place.
First girl I ever had sex with worked at a Ground Round, I think. I remember correctly. Anyways,
very nice.
She had everything going for her, and then
yeah, she liked to lay down Dina's, throw like peanut shells on her. Yep. Anyway,
if you smell, anyways, that's for a later story for a later time.
Yep. Well, that's a good catchphrase, and we're going to take a break here, and we're going to come back with our main topic, also about catchphrases, and Nick's going to tell you all about that right after this. Gen X Brian here from the Convincing Idiots podcast. If you're enjoying our show, tell a friend. And if you're not, well, tell two enemies.
Baby girl coded energy in 5, 4, 3.
And welcome back to segment number 3 of Convincing Idiots. This is the moment you've been waiting for, the final segment. And finally, this week, we are going to be discussing our personal favorite quotes from movies, quotable lines from movies. So are we doing action movies specific? Is it
Action
just
movies.
any movie? Action movies. Action
Yes.
movie quotes, ladies and gentlemen.
Mhm.
So, all
Mm.
timers here. Action movies, big, iconic, quotable lines. So, Dean, you're probably shuffling right now. So let's start with you. You're right off the top. Let's start with you.
All right. I'm gonna go the most quotable action catchphrase is what we're doing, catchphrases. Do you feel lucky, punk? Well, do ya? So Dirty Harry, being the icon that he is, with that giant was it
Magnum, 44 Magnum.
44 Magnum?
Yep.
Do you
Police
feel lucky?
authorized. Mhm.
Police authorized. Well, do you, punk? Yeah, so iconic catchphrase for an iconic character. Dirty Harry.
Filthy Harold.
Oh, yes. Filthy. That's his government name.
Mm-hmm.
Brian, what you got?
Well, a phrase that has now become tied to the holiday season. One of my favorite movies to watch around the holidays, as it is for many people, is Die Hard. And one of the best lines in an entire movie is very simply, yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Nice.
Stated by the great Bruce Willis. Of course, the scene he's talking about, he's a cowboy, or you watch too many movies, who are you? And he uses that line. He gets the great line, great moment of that movie. And of course, it was repeated later in the movie by the Hans Gruber character, which eventually led to his demise. But that was great. Great line. Fantastic.
That was a great line.
You can, I think, buy an ugly Christmas sweater with
Yes, you can.
stitched on it as well.
Nice.
Yes, if you would be inclined to do so. So great line.
Fantastic.
Yes.
All right, my first one. Big fan of this guy, big fan of his movies. So we're going to go right off the top with perhaps one of the biggest lines in cinema history. And it just so happens to be an action movie as well, with I'll Be Back. Arnold Schwarzenegger from Terminator. Fun little story about that from his book. I guess him and Steven Spielberg butted heads over how that would be said a lot. Steven Spielberg was hardcore. Like, he did not like the I''LL, the aisle, because he's like, that's slang. He's a robot. He would say, I will be back. I will be back. And they went back and forth about this. And Arnold was like, I really like the way it sounds. I'll be back. And he's like, and lo and behold, they still talk about it to this day. And he was like, yeah, that was a pretty good move. It's quite possibly one of the most iconic quotes in film history to this day. So I'll be back. Terminator, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
James Cameron, you mean?
What did I say? Steven Spielberg?
Yeah.
Yes, James Cameron. I'm sorry.
That's
James
okay.
Cameron, that's right.
That's okay. No, that's very good. Simple line. And then the whole follow-up sequence, he drives the car through the, into the window.
The police station. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It is my turn. I'm going a classic that we all enjoy. Probably it was from the beginning of this podcast. I'm going Star Wars. May the Force be with you. Said by a multitude of characters. But if we're talking in series action movies, can you get more iconic than May the Force be with you?
Not really. No.
Who's the best one to say it though? I think ultimately,
Alec Guinness.
Yeah, I think Alec Guinness takes that one, right?
Yeah.
And Kenobi. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like when doesn't Han says it to Luke in The Empire Strikes Back, which I think is a cool moment because that Force crazy. He doesn't really believe in it, so it's kind of cool when he kind of gives him that and he goes, "Hey, may the Force be with you." Just kind of like that they're kind of meeting on that grounds. That was cool.
He did it in Star Wars too, the original.
Did he?
Han Solo tells Luke because Luke was upset with him for taking the reward and leaving. He's going to leave, and he says, "Hey, May the force be with you.
Yeah.
It looks like, fuck you, basically at the time. But
Yeah.
no, you're right. Great line. Can't be Ben Kenobi, though. The force will be with you. Always.
Always.
Yep. Good stuff. All right. I'm going to pay homage to my shirt here. I'm wearing a They Live movie shirt, one of my favorite lines in any action movie, stated by the late great Roddy Piper.
Oh, he's gonna say it. Look at him. He's gonna say it.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum.
Beautiful line.
Nice.
Weird line, great, fits the moment perfectly.
And
I don't know who
it was improv. Roddy Piper wrote that line.
I'm shocked.
Yeah, he went to the director and he's like, hey, being a professional wrestler, he writes his own promos, right? So
Sure.
I mean, he is writing, week to week, he's writing his own script. So they were so surprised when he came with all these notes and these rewrites, and that was one of the lines, and they're like, "Fuck, that's fucking brilliant." Yes, go ahead.
It's a great line. Yeah, that movie's become a cult classic. I love it to this day, and it's still very current in many respects. You know what I mean? But just if you love that movie, you definitely love that scene, love that line for sure. So.
Yeah.
Great job, Roddy.
Nice.
Nikolai.
All right, for my next submission, this is a fun action movie, also a classic, tale of really man versus beast, if you will. And it is none other than Arnold Schwarzenegger from The Predator, which is Get to the Chopper! It's fantastic. And they're running to the jungle and it's fast to the trail and everybody's running to the bushes and the shrubbery and get to the chopper. It's fantastic. Love it. We love it. Get to the chopper. Get to the chopper.
Line.
To the chopper.
Great line.
The majority of those probably weren't words, but yeah. Nick, you know how I live to outdo you, right? No, I live to do you. Either way,
yes, right.
Either way, I have my next one. I'm going to compete with you because I'm sticking with the movie Predator.
Okay.
And I got Jesse Ventura saying, "I ain't got time to bleed."
There you go. Yep. There you go.
One of those badass lines in any fucking movie. I'll put it up against anybody. When you're bleeding. I ain't got time to bleed.
Yeah, great line.
Love it. Jesse Ventura.
A lot of great lines in Predator too. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Brian.
I'm going to pay homage to, I know it's one of our favorite movies, at least, Dean, celebrating 50 years this summer. Roy Schneider says, "You're going to need a bigger boat."
Yep. I love it.
So he catches a glimpse of the shark for the first time, steps backwards, says that line. That was also an improv line. They kept perfect in that moment, and one of the most iconic lines of that movie for sure.
Yep.
And delivered perfectly. There you go.
Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
All right. My next one, I'm going with this movie has tons of action, tons of laughs, tons of fun, but it is nonetheless an action movie, and it's none other than Arnold Schwarzenegger and Jingle All the Way when he says, "Put that cookie down now." Who told you could eat my cookies? Of any action movie that Arnold Schwarzenegger, any movie that Arnold Schwarzenegger is in, is an action movie. Therefore, Jingle All the Way is one as well. Put that cookie down now. Number 3 for me. Boom.
Of course.
Beat that, Dean.
I wouldn't expect anything different. So, what am I on? 3?
I think is it before?
This is 4 now.
Well, I'm trying to go back because a couple might have been stolen already.
As I'm taking all your Arnold Schwarzenegger picks.
Mhm.
So I did Dirty Harry, Star Wars. I'm gonna have to go with say hello to my little friend,
Yeah.
Scarface.
Chino.
Scooby Doo said that.
Hello.
Hello.
when I do the Cuban accent, it turns into Scooby Doo. Apparently. Say hello to my real friend.
They can say that redone.
Your pussy just waiting to get fucked.
Mhm. Let's redo that movie with the Scooby Doo gang. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Amazing. Fucking Scooby coming up with a fucking cocaine all over his dog nose. That was
Mhm.
fucking amazing.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure that had a lot to do with what Scooby was doing anyway.
Scooby ain't afraid of drugs, I tell you.
No, he
Nope.
Yeah. Scarface, say hello to my little friend.
All
not.
right.
My little friend.
Little friend.
Well, it's
I'm
hard to
gonna
have this.
stick with it.
Yeah. It's hard to have a list like this and not have Arnold Schwarzenegger. You have to.
Mhm.
So my
Mhm.
Arnold line is actually the same line when Nick calls or texts. It's his on my phone. It's the sound clip that I hear, so I know it's Nick reaching out. Hasta la vista,
Ha,
baby.
nice. Is that really?
It is.
That's awesome.
It
I did
is.
not know
Yep.
that.
Yep. Dean's is Chewbacca when he texts with all that, but you're Arnold Hasta la vista. Baby, the chopper in
Nice.
the background.
Yeah.
Yeah, from Terminator 2, T2.
Judgment Day.
Very good.
Judgment
Fuck
Day.
yeah.
Great movie, great lines, several lines in that movie. Actually,
yeah.
the
Very quotable.
catchphrases. Yes.
Yeah, when
For sure.
when Nick texts me, it's just, oh, daddy.
Nice.
I get very, very excited when he texts me.
Hmm.
Sure.
Yep.
It's my friend that I haven't heard from. I'm
Yeah.
excited, and that's why, and no other reason.
None at all. My own business. All right, it's my turn, right?
It is.
All right, my last one, apparently here. I'm going
Is
1986.
it? Wait a minute. No,
No,
I
no,
go
it's your
after
turn, Nick.
Brian. I was gonna say,
Yeah, it's your
I've
turn, Nick.
only got 4. How can you be 5? Yeah.
My
You
apologies.
shove 1986 up your fucking ass. It's my turn. All right.
I
So
always do.
for my next one, this is a fun action movie because it's got like lots of chase scenes and there's a lot of drama involved and guys with ponytails with guns. It's
Philadelphia.
Kindergarten Cop and
Oh.
Arnold Schwarzenegger when he says it's not a tumor when he's with all the kids in the classroom and he's trying to get answers out of these children and the kids are just annoying the shit out of him. He's got a headache. It's not a tumor. Arnold Schwarzenegger. There you go. Officer Kimball. It is Mr. Kimball. It is a action movie because Arnold's in it, and there's a guy with a ponytail trying to steal a kid, and there's guns and stuff. So action. There you go.
He does kill a dude at the end of the movie, so that's
He does.
that's an action movie,
Yeah, pretty sure he gets some action with that kid's mom too.
Mhm.
right? I mean, said it could be same for the movie Philadelphia, but I don't think that's an action movie. What?
From the same movie, Nick, I like his line when he was, shows the scene of him as the cop still in the beginning of the movie, and he
Mhm.
bursts in, and someone says, "Oh, what's going on?" He goes, "I'm the party pooper."
Yeah, the potty pooper. Yeah.
I could ask the kids, "Who's your daddy and what does he
And
do?"
what is it? We're going to play a game here today, okay? It's called Who is Your Daddy and What Does He Do?
Back in the day, that I used to have an app that was an Arnold soundboard,
Yeah. Yeah.
and like it was like all like fucking 30-some quotes from his movies,
Yeah.
and that was
Yeah.
one that I would play all the time. Who's your daddy and what does he do?
Great. Can't go wrong.
Our mom says our dad's a real sex machine.
Fucking great.
All right,
Okay.
Dean, this
Now
is
you
your
can go,
fifth,
Dean.
I think.
All right, now it's my fifth.
Mhm.
1986, taking it back to the sequel to Alien, going Aliens. They just added an S, kind of lazy to me.
Mm. Plural
Ripley-
as in 2 or
But
more.
Ripley, where she's in the big fucking machine, and she screams, "Get away from her, you bitch!" You know,
Nice.
you have throughout all of our list here, you have all these guys giving these badass things. Let's give a little something to the ladies. and who's a bigger badass than Ripley in Aliens?
Yep.
Get away from her, you bitch.
Great one.
My number 5.
There you go.
Fantastic.
All right, my fifth one here said it a few times in this movie. One of my favorite movies. I know one of Dean's favorite movies, if not his
Brokeback
favorite
Mountain.
movie. Nope.
Oh.
Maybe your second favorite movie then. The late great Val Kilmer from Tombstone. I'm your Huckleberry.
Yep, there you go.
Love that line. When he says that line, you know there's some shit that's potentially about to go down when he utters that line with a perfect Southern accent and the sweat and everything else he had going on. Great line, delivered again. Delivers it different ways in the movie.
And when he did it twice too.
Yeah.
And the most badass one is the scene by the tree.
Yeah.
Where Johnny Ringo didn't think that, or wasn't expecting him. Just that whole fucking scene. The whole movie is goddamn quotable. Like, we could have just picked apart and said, what is our top 5 favorite Tombstone quotes? And that'd have been an episode in itself.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, good call, Brian. Very good.
There you go. Nick?
And lastly, I hate to break up the mold here that I've laid for myself, so I'm not going to start now. Number 5 is going to be Arnold Schwarzenegger. Got to bring it back to Predator. I was between a couple here, but I got to go with the one that's the most fun to say, and it's probably "Do it, kill me. What are you waiting for? Do it now. Kill me. What are you waiting for? Come on." It's the best. He's covered in the mud, trying to draw the Predator into his trap that he set for him. It's fucking fantastic. It's a great one to scream out. It's great.
I like just after that, where the Predator take off mask.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Motherfucker.
Yeah. Yeah. That is written down for my honorable mentions. Yes.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, let's go through honorable mentions then.
All
Dean?
right. Well,
you guys kept taking mine, so I had to keep pulling all my honorable mentions up. So, like, I did have from Die Hard, and I did have, Brian, I should have known that you were going to go with They Lived, but I was looking forward to that one. That is my other one. Well, that was on my original list, but so.
Yeah.
Nick, what do you got?
One that I've got a bunch of ones that we kind of already talked about from Arnold movies as well. But also one that was not brought up, and going back to Terminator, this was also almost my last one, but it's just a very cool one when he reaches down and extends his hand in Terminator and goes, "Come with me if you want to live." It's just great, fucking just badass. He is the last hope. And that's a great line. Like you said, Predator, Terminator. I could quote half the damn movie of Jingle All the Way for you, because it's arguably his best action movie of all. Tons of great Arnold quotes there. The premier action star. So there you go.
Have we done, Brian? I know you're going to do your honorable mentions there, but have we done like our Mount Rushmore of action stars?
We have,
right?
Sure, we have. Yeah, we had
I think we did, but it was a while ago.
Yeah,
I think we did.
Well, I think
we could revisit anything.
Yeah, both people that listened to that episode probably would be forgiven for redoing it.
Yeah.
Actually, that's not when you chose as number 4 back in episode 68.
Yep.
You're really mistaken.
Send us an email.
Listening to this.
Send us an email. So honorable mention, I had a couple of Arnolds here. I'll be back. I just had the one you just mentioned, Nick, Come With Me If You Want to Live. Dean, I also had Clint Eastwood, but I had the portion of the quote to Go Ahead, Make My Day.
There you go.
And the great Michael Keaton on Batman. When he said that line, that was like super powerful. Who are you? Batman. That was like, man, that just got that. You were already pumped to see that movie and to see Michael Keaton come out in the suit when he uttered that phrase was like, yes.
Because before that movie, everybody was like questioning, because like Michael Keaton was a comedy. He was first of all a stand-up comedian, but he was comedic actor for all those years. So like everybody questioned when they cast him as Batman.
Mr. Mom's gonna be fucking Batman. So what are you fucking kidding me? Yeah.
But that moment when he turned around, I'm Batman. Everybody goes, nope, no, fuck, no.
I'm in.
Right there. Yeah.
This guy's
That's
Batman.
Of course he is.
That's it. Yep. Brilliant. Great line. That's it. That's what I got. Many. Does anyone beat Schwarzenegger though, Nick? I mean, does he have? I can't think of another action hero that has that many quotable. I couldn't think of one for Stallone. I couldn't think of one line that was like a catchphrase that he
Stop,
had.
or my mom will shoot.
Oh my God!
With a Stel Getty? Come on, man.
Yeah, I would think he would have to. I mean, I obviously I'm partial to him, but yeah, I don't like you said. I mean, I think he kind of owned the action.
Adrian, we did it.
What?
Yo, Adrian, we did it at the end of the first rocket.
But that's not a catchphrase. He doesn't use it several times. It's a memorable moment.
Neither did a lot of these. In fact, the I don't have time to believe was said once.
Yeah, actually, most of these are said once, but they're just so
just a memorable quote.
Right.
Yeah,
you know.
So Yo,
right,
Adrian,
it doesn't.
then you could just go Yo, Adrian, and leave it there.
It's not a catchphrase, really, though. I don't know.
Yeah, I know it doesn't quite. It doesn't ring the same. I guess it doesn't feel the same as like all those other ones. You know what I mean?
Then let me argue
with yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker, or whatever. You know what I mean? Like that's its own thing.
If you poll 100 people on the street and said, "Give me Rocky," I guarantee you the majority of them go, "Yo, Adrian." I guarantee you.
I don't know that the average person would even know a line. They'd probably know the movie and the story. They probably don't know a line from that. But I bet you, I bet you though, they could. I bet you though, if you showed them like a scene from the Terminator or something, oh yeah, I'll be back movie.
No.
They would know. They would know a Schwarzenegger one.
I'm not arguing the idea against each other. You guys just asked if Stallone had any that were quotable, and I'm just giving you a quotable Stallone line. That's all.
Okay.
I'm not arguing.
Did Rambo have anything like that? Was there a Rambo?
Yeah, he had some.
Yeah, there was the one argument. Again, and again, you guys were right. Schwarzenegger is
everybody going. Yeah, there's some like right.
But they
were writing in for Schwarzenegger, I'm sure. You got to give him a catchphrase because they'll punch it. He became known for that, I'm sure. Some got ridiculous, but
movies. I mean, it's a deal, and hell, he's probably the reason we're doing this type of episode, right?
Sure, yeah, for sure.
All I was doing was giving you what you asked. Stallone does have a couple here and there,
but Brian said no.
Like when I turn my head around it, I become like a machine or something like that.
I was just gonna say that. That's so funny.
See, over the top. See, come on.
Yep. Sure. So too many lines and over the top. Too many quotable lines.
Dude, that should be a fucking ridiculous backyard movie.
We watched it this summer, Allie and I watched it.
The absurdity of that movie.
It's so strange.
You had Terry Funk as a fucking arm wrestler? Come on.
So strange. All right. Gentlemen, we have done it.
We have.
Yes.
And to quote our fans, fuck, is that all?
Please stop. Yeah.
That's right. We have done it. So all that there is left for you to do is go find us on all of the social media accounts that you're active on, just going to Google, typing in Convincing Idiots, Linktree, right into that search bar, and there you will find all of the links to all of our social media accounts. You can also find that information and even more on our website, which is convincingidiots.wordpress.com. So, for this episode of Convincing Idiots, I am Millennial Nick.
Oh, I'm that Zennial Dean.
I'll be back, Gen X Brian.
Damn it. And have we convinced you that you should come with us if you want to live? I was going to say on the outro, I was going to be like, So we'll be back. And that was going to be my hard exit. And I was like, fucking, there's you with that. All right.
Think of
we
your
con-
shirt, Nick. Think of your shirt, Nick, that you've made.
Have we convinced you that it is a Tuma?
It feels like it listening to this shit.
The end. Hasta la vista, baby.
Zennial Dean, Gen X Brian, Millennial Nick. If you like what you saw, like and subscribe.
Ham grape.
Okay, so you can bring me back. Sorry,
A bunion sleeve.
that's hot. Yep.
Well, there's something I could have done without. I gotta wear a bunion sleeve.
I would like unsexy things for 800.
My bunion flares up, and tonight it was flaring up, so I had to put on my bunion sleeve.
Yeah.
That's all right. I wear two little splints at night when I go to bed and when I go to sleep
Yeah.
on my fingers. They look like Valley said. They look like little sliders
Yeah.
to keep my fingers straight, so I don't get that the arthritic lock up. You know what I'm talking about?
You're so fucking old. Christ.
Go to
Finger
sleep in
splints.
metal claws. Just gotta keep your fingers up.
Someday it'll be like King Tutankhamun. I'll have my little finger splints.
Yeah.
Do you guys have to do the pillow? Like I have a special knee pillow that
No.
that specifically is like curved out for my knees so my hips stay aligned when I sleep.
I'm not at that level. No. Nope. I'm still finger splint level. That's low.
All right.
That's down here. That's fine.
If
That's okay.
If that's the least you got there, bud. You know.
Yeah,
I
I'm
think-
not a motherfucking bunion sleeve level. Okay, that's up here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Finger
I'm
sleeve level
way
is
down
only
here.
level 1.
It is sexy.
Yep, that's your wrestling name. I think I like it.
Bunion sleeve.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dean the Bunion Sleeve Army.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's like a move you can put on. You someone twist his foot or something. You know.
No,
You
it's-
give him the bunion sleeve.
I gotta kick him with it because it looks like a weapon, so I can kick him.
I'd say you like the people's elbow, how you take off the elbow pad, you take off the bunion sleeve off your foot, flinging it in the crowd,
Go up.
jam it
Bam.
on somebody's face. Yeah. They get him down in the
Yep.
corner like how not Rafiki, what was it? Rikishi used to do the
Rikishi.
stink face. You rub
Yeah.
your fucking bunion in their face and like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be
That's
the best
good.
heel ever.
It's good. I like it.
If only your
Yep.
bunion was on your heel.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Oh, wee.